I'm Samantha Dirks, and I'm the 400 meter champion and 200 meter and 4x4 gold medalist in the Central American Championships in Honduras. I also won the MVP Player Award and also the Best Female Athlete, and you're watching Belizean Legends.
This is Belizean Legends, and I'm Bilal Morris. Today we'll be speaking with Samantha Dirks, the Belizean-American athlete, I would say in the shadows of the legendary Marion Jones, that has won 3 gold medals in the last Central American Games, track and field games in Honduras. Samantha Dirks is not a new athlete to the Belizean scene, but one that we will be seeing a lot and that will be making a lot of fantastic successes in the future to come. We want to talk about the games that she had participated in, and she also won the most valuable player award at that Central American track and field competition. We want to welcome you to Belizean Legends,
Thank
Samantha.
you. Thanks for having me.
And this has been long overdue,
Yes.
but we finally was able to get you. I'm going to go straight into it, man,
Okay.
because we've been watching athletics in Belize for quite a while. In the 1970s, Belizean athletics exploded. We had some awesome athletes, both male and female, but it was just inside the country itself.
Right.
We never had a chance where we had athletes, track and field athletes, like the Golden Girls of softball that won gold medals in the Central American and Caribbean Games. We never had male nor female Belizean athletes, either from abroad or at home, won gold medals for Belize. You were the first Belizean-American athlete at your category that won gold medals for Belize, for a Belizean athlete that participated for Belize, that was born in the United States, right? In the 1984 Summer Olympics, we had Althea Moses who participated in that, but they never won medals. And then along came the legendary Marion Jones. We've been watching her like we've been watching you. And we would see her making trips to Belize with her mom. And then the big one came when she won those 4 gold medals in Australia. Samantha, with that kind of background, I want to really introduce you to this audience.
Thank you.
And I want to just ask you to give us a highlight of how it all went when you won those 3 gold medals in that Central America. What was the name of the
Central American Championships.
championship?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
It was a great experience going to Honduras. I competed with the rest of the Belizean team, and we have a few other athletes that are very talented as well. I know that my teammate Brendan Jones is from America. He's a Belizean-American.
Oh, Brendan Jones is Belizean-American. I thought he was Belizean bred.
Yeah, I don't know if he was born in Belize, but so he's back and forth too.
Great.
So yeah, it was nice traveling and getting experience and competing in a different country, as opposed to competing in America. I enjoyed it. It was very interesting, different weather I had to deal with, but you have to just compete, show up, and do your thing. So that's what I worked on. So I did the 200, the 400, and the 4x1. I was supposed to do the 4x4, but I suffered from a back injury last year, so I didn't want to do too much this year.
So it was the 2 to 4 and the 4x100.
Yeah, the 4x100.
You didn't do the 1.
No, not the 100. Yeah, so I'm a 400 sprinter, so I mainly focus on that, and I work on the 200 to give me speed for the 400 basically. So yeah, it was interesting. I had good competitors. Costa Rica was there, and Costa Rica had a lot of good athletes. So in the 400 final, I ended up getting the first place spot, and Costa Rica had second and third. So they had good athletes as well. But I enjoyed competing. They pushed me, and it was a good competition.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
When we saw that, because we saw you last year, but you were injured.
Yes.
And we were to interview you before then. Your mother rightfully remember we were to interview you before then. But everything is for the better. There's disappointments are for the better, because now here you are, where you are competing, and you have excelled this time, right? And so it is was such a good time now to bring you in. But we want to talk about each one of those meets. The 200, you won the gold in the 200 because you are going against formidable competition. Costa Rica is no joke. Guatemala is no joke.
Right.
They have all been very competitive.
Yes.
Even in the basketball, with Milton Palacio, the basketball, he was born here just like you. And it was the first time that Belize won a gold medal in basketball in the Central American and Caribbean game. Again, I underscore that because I just want to say Belizean-American athletes have been giving Belize a great boost.
Yes.
In that Milton, for the first time in 1999, Belize won in 1999 Central American and Caribbean game basketball championship. Going against Puerto Rico, which is no play. Mexico, huge guys. They recruit just like that. Out of the United States, they bring their American trained athletes to participate. And Milton, he was with the team from, he played in the NBA.
Oh, right.
So he came from there and we were able to get his skills and he took Belize to the championship. Now along come athletes like you, and I said that because when I said the 200, because you are going against formidable competition. There, you know, Costa Rica is no joke.
Yeah.
We know that for a fact. They've always been competitive. You come in a very important time when we would really love to see our Belizean athletics get back to where it used to be since Marion Jones gave it that perspective. Talk about the 400 competition that you had. What kind of competition was there that you had that was very tough on you in terms of?
Yeah, there was I competed, so we run rounds. So the first day I had the 200, then the next day I had the 200 final, and then I have the 400 open, like prelim, and then we have the final. So the first round of the 400 was pretty good. It was like fairly easy. And then the second round I had Costa Rica and my heat, two people from Costa Rica that were running against me. And I knew that they were going to be, you know, talented athletes. So I went out and ran my race. You know, you just have to run your own race and focus on what you have to do. And so I basically just ran my best and, you know, went for it and just tried to stay strong in the finish. And yeah, so I was able to come first in that race.
What was the difference between competing here against American athletes that I've seen you compete with at Northridge in comparison to Central American? Was there any difference in terms of the competition?
It depends, because in America there's a lot of runners of all different calibers. So when you go to a meet, you can run with someone that runs 50 seconds flat, which is very good for a 400 for a female. And then you could have someone in your heat that runs 56 seconds. So you never really know. So I've been kind of trained to run my own race because you never know who's going to show up. So I could be running with Carol Rodriguez from Puerto Rico, and she runs very fast too. This year I think she's done competing, but before she was a USC Trojan, you know, she's very fast, so she runs like 52 easily. So it's just kind of judging who's next to you in your lane and just focusing on yourself. Basically.
You're talking about, that was an athlete that was in that Central American game?
No, she wasn't there.
You're talking about competition that you have met?
Yeah, competition in America,
wow.
yeah. So I know she competes at Central American games as well.
Very much,
But yeah, so you never know who you're going to run against, so you just have to focus on what you're doing and focus on your training. So that was my goal. And I wanted to run faster in the end for Central American Championships. Yes. But I'm getting there, so it's a work in progress.
Yeah. How about the altitude and all that? How did that affect you?
I didn't know if it was higher or lower.
Okay.
That kind of thing can play into your mind a little bit. So I'd rather not know those things.
Yes.
Sometimes when you compete at higher altitudes, you run faster. Then if you compete at lower altitudes, you can run like different times. But I wasn't sure what the altitude was in Honduras. I'm curious to know.
Very much. Yeah, that's very interesting, man. Your colleagues, your peers that you were able to participate with, the Belizean athletes from home. You talk about Brandon Jones, who came from out of here. Right. But you're talking about Flores and Faith Morris and all of them. How did they contribute to your kind of pace in terms of the relay? How did they help out?
They set it up for me. Basically,
Did you start it or did you?
No, Faith started it. Yeah,
Faith gave you a
yeah. So so we they set it up for me, and it's just about finishing strong. So coming into the final curve, we had I think third place. So I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to, not get gold for Belize. So, and I had just finished the 400 like about 10 minutes before doing the 4x1. So I was tired, but I was like, let me just focus and do it. And we all came together. The handoffs were okay. And we just got it done. So I'm glad that worked out well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
This is Belizean Legends, and I'm Bilal Morris, and we are speaking with the awesome Samantha Dirks from the Belize national athletic team that had just won gold medals in the Central American athletic competition there recently that happened about 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago,
right?
2 weeks ago.
Samantha was also the most valuable player in that entire competition, which is a big achievement, Samantha.
Thank you
What
so much.
earned you what did you have to earn in terms of points in the meet that made you the most valuable player?
It's interesting. I didn't expect anything, any trophies or anything, and I think that was the first year that they started doing it. So I guess getting 3 gold medals for my team, they kind of saw me as a valuable player, and contributing to the team's success and furthering Belize's name out in Central America.
And also that was also measured against the entire athletes in the entire game from all those Central American countries.
Yes, yeah.
And that you rose above the standards of all of them to earn that particular honor.
I'm very thankful.
That is really beautiful. We talk about your upbringing, and we're going to bring your beautiful mother in here pretty soon. That we want Belizeans to know is a relative of the legendary Glenn Wood, who is an awesome Belizean trumpet player.
Yeah.
The Belizeans, when they hear that name, it's
right.
greatness. We're speaking with the mother of Samantha Dirks.
I'm Ann Newson. My maiden name is Newson, and my married name is Dirks. So Ann Dirks.
And she is a relative of the legendary Glenn Wood, the awesome Belizean trumpeter that passed away so many years ago. Talk about your relation with Glenn Wood.
My mother, Sylvia Wood, was a dancer in Belize, and she is related to Glenn Wood. They're cousins.
Okay.
So I used to hear his music all the time, and was around all the music because my family's music. All of my uncles are musicians and dancers.
Wonderful. Uncles, when you talk about your uncles, who are these?
Roy Wood.
That's a legend right there.
He
Talking
is.
about Roy Wood, Bill Bilal, Pete Matthews, and all these people. These were legendary Belizean musicians. Talk about what went into Samantha that made her produce these kinds of results today in track.
Samantha has always played sports ever since she was in, I guess, 2nd grade. She used to always run, like play soccer with the boys, and all the parents would say, she runs really fast, she drinks this juice, it's a Sunny Delight, and the parents would go buy it, thinking that that was the juice that made her fast. So everybody would go buy it because they thought she would be fast like her. But she used to beat all the boys in all the sports.
When you see that, you better watch out.
So,
Beating the boys?
Yes, beating all the boys. In running, she's a great runner.
Yes. And I know for you that you have put a lot in terms of that Belizean discipline, in terms of what those results that you achieved today, both academically. I think she's also a university graduate, right?
She graduated.
Yes. But that Belizean discipline, was it there?
Yes, all the time. And she was so disciplined. All my children are very disciplined, and she's dedicated.
Yes.
Hard work. She's a hard worker. And she was always on the track during summer, working out, training. All the coaches, everyone would say, oh my God, that young lady, we see the work she puts in on the track. She's always there.
Yes.
In summer when it's so hot, like 116 degrees at Cal State Northridge University, she's out there training. Yeah. She was always by herself training, and people saw that. Like, she's so dedicated. They really talk really highly of her.
With her making these successes today that you've seen recently, the Central American track meet that went by, how does it make you feel?
Very proud because my mother is from Belize, my father's from England, and I called the coach, I think Dion Sevelin, and I said I want my daughter to represent Belize because my mother, she brought us to America, and she believed in each of us, but she trained us very well, discipline. I mean, it was very when we were growing up, my mom taught us a lot. How to be successful. She pushed us, and I did the same thing with Samantha and my other daughters. That education plays a very important. Go to school, get your education, and then also be the best that you can, and treat people with respect. So most Belizeans are like that. When you see them on the street, they're like, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am." So she's very respectful and treats people with respect. She looks out for everyone around her.
Yeah.
She has such a great heart. And it's just a Belizean thing, I believe, because we're so, caring and loving and hardworking. But my mom taught us a lot. So I was very proud of her to represent Belize with winning gold and, helping her teammates because she loves them. She talks highly of all the teammates and Dion Sutherland, great people. And I'm glad she had the opportunity to go down there and help Belize.
This is Belizean Legends, and I'm Bilal Morris, and we are also talking with the sister of the outstanding Belizean athlete Samantha Dirks, who won 3 gold medals in the Central American competition in Honduras in Central America, also winning the Most Valuable Player award.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I am the older sister of Samantha.
Your sister had achieved an incredible feat
Yes.
in terms of being a Belizean-American child that have given Belize, lended its talent to make it look like something in the world.
Yes.
She stood on the shoulders of grace, as we know Mary and George, Justin Williams. How does that empower you as an older sister in terms of what you would also want to do for Belize?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she's able to compete for my mom's country, for Belize, I've never been there before. I know of Belize through my mom and through the food and the culture that we've learned. So the fact that, my sister had the opportunity to, compete for the country and, bring the name out there and, make it more known, especially in the States, because, we're able to talk about it with everyone that we know. It's very empowering. I would love to have a connection to Belize, directly myself, but I'm kind of living vicariously through my sister, because she's able to do it. But yeah, it's an amazing thing.
You are a Belizean-American that have earned Belizean citizenship through your mother.
Yes.
Automatically, you're a dual national. You have dual nationality.
Exactly.
That is big. Not
Yes.
everybody has that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we look at Simone Biles and how she embraces
Yes.
Belize so beautifully, and speaks about that Belizean mother that raised her, and it was such a beautiful story that I had spoken about so much on Belizean Legend. Talk about looking at all these things that you have seen in Marion Jones and Simone Biles. Talk about how that has empowered you also.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, Belize is such a small country, and a lot of people in America obviously know Belize because of how beautiful it is, and then the culture, how amazing it is. But to know that Belize has produced amazing, extraordinary, exceptional talent, that's another thing, because like I said, it's a very small country, but there's a lot of big names that have come out of Belize, so it makes me feel really good. Obviously I'm not an athlete on that level, but just to know that Belize has produced some amazing talent is huge. I can boast to other people, oh yeah, they're from Belize, so.
You represent us as an ambassador.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yes.
very much by speaking like that and the values that your mother has instilled in you, being the older sister of Samantha,
Yes.
man, for us that is big.
Yes,
That is really
it's
big.
huge.
That's why I invite you to say something in terms of, of that country and the people and how it stands in the whole face of the world. But we know your upbringing and we know the strictness of Belizean upbringing. What made you take an interest in track? I mean, it's very hard to get young people today to be interested in sports. But
It's hard.
when you look at the NCAA, you say, wow, there are
Yeah.
both black males and females that have continued to become that are interested in doing track. What made you become interested in doing track?
I began track and field my last year of high school. So I played basketball leading up to that, and I was always better at getting back and
It's
forth.
like Marion Jones did with North
Right,
Carolina.
right, yeah. So I
Yeah.
played basketball first, and then got interested in track. I was graduating, so I had 1 year left to try track. So let me just try it. And so I excelled at it and walked onto my college team, which was CSUN in Northridge, California, and then stayed on the track team and helped them win championships as well, with all my other teammates. So it's hard work, but I think hard work interests me. So achieving something.
You're willing to work hard.
Right. So achieving something that is not easily attainable, I strive to beat the odds, I guess.
You got a good coach? Here?
I do have a really good coach. He has coached 3 Olympians so far. They won last Olympics in Rio. So I'm working with, he's mainly a hurdles coach, but he trains me in the 400 as well. Coach Lawrence Johnson. Yeah, so
Samantha, you are a great success story in terms of the Belizean diaspora. We who live out here in the diaspora, we are very proud when we see any success made by a Belizean-American in terms that comes from Belizean-American like you have, and we use you as a flagship. Like we have used Marion Jones as a flagship to say that Belize can do great things in the international arena in all aspects. And what I want to also ask you is what we had Justin Williams, who won a Belizean-American that came from a cycling family, born out here, that won the 2015 Belize cross country championship. That was the first time ever a Belizean-American kid that was born here that came from the McGills. As your mother would know, the great McGill dynasty who won all these cross country. But they're big out here. They're winning a lot of cycling championships. Like you are participating in track here. And Justin went home with his dad, took him home for the last 4 cross countries, and they rode 4 cross countries, and he finally won in 2015. I remember him sitting where you are, and I'm interviewing him, and he's giving his own experiences about, so you are rising up in that rank, of one of our prize athletes that we are proud of in the diaspora that comes from a Belizean parent. Talk about where does Samantha Dirks wants to go next for Belize. I know you're looking at Marion Jones and the bar that she has set, right? Where does Samantha Dirks would like to take me? Because Justin said to me, I would love to ride with the Belizean flag on my back in the Tour de France. I said, wow, dude, you would do that? He said, yeah. I would love to do that. Where does Samantha Dirks want to go next?
Right now, I'm looking forward to the London Championships. In about 2 weeks, I'm leaving for London. So I'm going to be competing against the greatest athletes, like Shawnee Miller from Bahamas, Allison Felix from America. So they are very competitive. So for me, I know right now I'm determined to become the best athlete I can be. So once I, focus on my journey, I think I'm just going to take Belize anywhere I go with me, because I'm representing the country, and I just want to spread the name of Belize and make it a great country, strong athletes. And I would love to help other athletes from Belize, come here. I talked to a few of my teammates, and they want to try to explore going to universities out here. So I would love to help them get to America to train, because we have the facilities out here, and I wish we had them in Belize, but we don't have as much in Belize. So to get those athletes out here would be amazing, so we can have a stronger group of athletes that can represent in all different sports. I can help with track and field, and eventually I want to venture out into other sports to help Central America really come up and establish itself. So, going to the World Games in 2017 coming up, and Olympics one day, hopefully, if I could run for 4 more years, we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, you're very young.
24.
24. You got a lot ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a lot ahead of you. There's great things, and you're very consistent, because I've seen, though you had that little situation last year by getting hurt, that never did demoralized you. You came back stronger, and you won the MVP.
Yeah,
you won
thank
3
you.
gold medals. So that is saying a lot, man, and I want to really grab those medals over there. Let us talk about what these medals are about. Let's show our viewers the one for the 200 meters.
These are the medals I got. One is for the 200 meter final. One is for the 400 meter final, and then the other one is for the 4x1. And then this one last year, I was injured, so I only could participate in one race, and this was the 4x1.
You won even in the 4x1.
In the 4x1 last year, yeah, it was last leg as well. Yeah, so if these bring Belize a little more notoriety, I'm willing to run and represent.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And There we have it, Belizean Legends audience. The awesome, outstanding Samantha Dirks right here live for you. And this little sister is going to give us big things in the future very soon. And Samantha, again, we want to thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Man,
Thank you
coming
for
in
having me.
Belizean
I
Legends.
appreciate it. Thank you.